Hey guys, I'm Beartrain. This is a video in a series that is pulled from my streaming sessions on Twitch, twitch.tv/Beartrain5213. We're playing Minecraft, doing survival Minecraft in a world that I'm trying to build around my campaign setting. Here's the map. I made this setting for a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and I haven't been able to play in a few years because it's just scheduling and stuff like that. So the plan is to build this world, or at least the major locations in this world, in survival Minecraft. And I'll be recording the VODs here on YouTube, and hopefully we'll get to see you on the stream. Thanks a lot. Let's get into it. Alright, so we had to interrupt things a little bit because I was dropping frames pretty bad, and it was because of encoding. So I'm encoding a little faster with a slightly different codec, and I dropped my frame rate down from 60 to 50, and we'll see how that looks. I am going in the wrong direction. I'm going around this continent. Actually, let's change our working on. Cool. Hey, hey. Thanks for jumping in. That is the wrong size. We're going to move that. And then we're going to shrink it a little bit. So shrinky dinky. Zink. And then we're going to do that. And then, boop, there we go. Okay, so I did a couple of things, and it lasted longer before it started framing out. It lasted about an hour before it started crapping out on me. So I had to stop down briefly, and I dropped my frame rate a little bit, and I increased my encoding speed. So it's a little bit slightly lower encoding quality. So the VOD, I don't even know what that means. Medium in quality. So I'd have to look and see what the VODs look like. But we'll see how this goes. I don't need to be able to stream for like 6 hours or something, but I'd like to be able to stream for like 2 or 3 before I have to stop. So hopefully this fixes it and it's not too bad. How's the frame rate looking? I dropped it from 60 to 50. Is that terribly noticeable? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm encoding at 1080p. I'm trying to keep it at 1080. Oh, you can read the text now, so that's good. So, cool. And now we just gotta wait and see how this works. And now it's just time, because it ran fine for a very long time, and then it just it's clear that my GPU is, with the settings that I was using, was just barely not keeping up. Like, just barely. Because it took an hour for it to start not being able to keep up. So, that's a good sign. I want to bring this stat thing up a little bit. Yeah. So now what I'm doing is I have decided that rather than digging a rat hole at spawn, I am going to, I looked at chunk base, and I found a spot where there is a, the stronghold is. And it's also, it looks like a good spot, potentially, for, the central kind of city Trader's Gate in my, setting. So rather than, build a bunch of stuff at spawn, dig a bunch of stuff at spawn, a little survival shelter, we're just gonna move. Mushroom, still a mushroom. Put that in the bundle. And since we've got waystones, I'm eventually gonna go back and, put a waystone at spawn. But, I don't have the materials to make waystones right now. But getting back to spawn is not exactly hard. You just have to be willing to die. So, without a bed. So, I ought to be able to manage that once we get a little closer to that being relevant. How are things doing with you tonight, Spanner? What you up to? Playing more PUT boat? Right, well, at the moment, you're helping me, fix my streaming issues, right? But oh, hey, there's a hole. Hi. That the BattleTech minis or that model. Oh yeah, you got a company to paint. The never-ending burden. What color scheme are you gonna use for this? More Mark unit colors? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Gonna do it in the Hammy. We painted it up in Tampa Bay Bucks colors. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh, so Penzik is going on right now, and Patty is out at war, and she painted up a shield for the Viking longship for Abe. You know, the one that when they put out on the lake in Bern every year for the Fallen. So she did up a shield for him in Blood Angels colors. And we'll get if we can get some pictures, I'll get some pictures and share them, or I'll get Matt to get some pictures and share them. But yeah, that's gonna be great. That was really cool. She messaged and asked if he had any heraldry, and I said no, but he does Blood Angels, and so you could use Blood Angels heraldry, and I sent her some pictures. So, hey, good news, we're about 1,000 blocks away. I didn't look up the Tampa Bay colors until you decided to. I don't even know. What are Tampa Bay's colors? I don't even know. Oh, creeper. Oh, it's Draconis Combine. Okay. Hello, Mr. Zombert. I don't know if that was a. I am doing. Yeah, so you're painting more DCMS. Yeah, right. Now you have a reason to paint Draconis Combine. Which, to be honest, if you're gonna paint Draconis Combine, you should have a reason. You shouldn't just choose to do that on your own. Are you doing an Orthodox Hunchy, or are you gonna do a? I don't even know if there is a Combine variant of the Hunchback. A Combine specific variant of the Hunchback. If there is, it probably has a PPC. So 1,000 blocks to go. I remember Abe had some liking to the Combine. The old Fossa Hunchback. Are you going to field it, or is it going to go like in the display case at the store? I'd like to see some pictures of that when it's done, of course. 4372 is where I need to go. I need to go this way a little bit, too. That is a chuck hole. We're going to go around that. So anyway, the next stop on this, if I'm still having encoding issues, is going to be to drop the resolution. I'm currently doing it 1080p. The next stop is going to be to drop the resolution down. I think. Because I got to get over these encoding errors. The VOD. So the problem was the VODs on the last one. Like, I was only able to recover about 13 minutes of usable footage. It just got so bad. It got so choppy and so out of sync. The audio was nice and clean, but the video was just awful. After about 35 minutes, it just became terrible. All right. That village is here. Yeah, I am recording and streaming, and so I'm sending out the stream and recording it locally at the same time. I suppose I could just stream it, and then I'm telling Twitch to hang on to the VOD. You know, I could see if, pulling, just download the VOD maybe from Twitch. I hadn't considered that, actually. Rather than locally recording it, which is, eating up my apparently just overrunning my GPU over time. Like, just barely. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to. I'm trying to figure it out. Honestly, I know some other folks who stream, so I can ask them how they do their VODs. I'm trying to figure it out on my own first before just going, help, I need an adult. And I'm also just acknowledging the fact that, you know, my computer is like 8 years old, and it's a good, it was, as is my want, a good you know, pretty high-end gaming laptop when I bought it, but that was a while ago, and so it's still doing yeoman's work. But it, you know, I mean, I didn't intend to do streaming when I got it, so streaming and simultaneous recording. So it might just be that needs to be a. Yeah, I'm just asking more of it. So it might be that I need to, you know, do some hardware upgrades over time if I'm going to really do this. But honestly, talking out loud to you about it raised the possibility of, hey, maybe if this doesn't really work the way I'm doing it, maybe instead of simultaneously recording and streaming, if I stream and then Twitch has the VOD, I can download the VOD and edit that, as opposed to, you know, use Twitch's recording of the VOD as opposed to my local recording of the VOD. See how that does. Who knows? I need to go another 372 blocks this way. And then another 20 or so blocks to the right. And then I should be at a stronghold. You kicked yourself out. This pumpkin needs to go in there. You kicked yourself out? What, of the stream? Oh, yeah, yeah. Alright, so now I should be over a stronghold. Oh, yeah, somebody gifted you. Yeah, so somebody bought a bunch of gift subs, and then you got one. And so that means that, you know, you're subscribed to their channel for free for the month, and you'll get yeah. theoretically, that means that when they run ads, you won't see them because you're subscribed. When they're forced to run ads, or whether when they choose to run ads, you won't see them because you're subscribed. Because that's one of the perks of subscribing. Why did I ever Crol? I'm trying to get down to this stronghold if it's down here. Actually, I'll make a new axe while I'm at it. Yeah, I'm bad at remembering to give people my Prime subs too. No, not with a shovel, with an axe. There we go. I hear skeletons. Cave. Yep. Good night. I'll see you back here in a minute. I hear silverfish. Aha! Yep, here it is. Alright, here's where the stronghold is. Ow. Okay. That's cool. Now, I put that in the wrong bundle anyway. This iron can go in there. Ugh. Alright, need to make more ladders. Set my spawn, because I want to stay here. Still doing okay. It's 20 after 9. Alright. Our glorious hole. Oh, a ladder. Let me get that. And this can be our mine. Alright. There, get rid of that damn thing. Ooh. We're gonna need a bunch of eyes of Ender in order to make this work. Well, that's okay. It's a weird lighting glitch. Let's offload all this stuff. Alright, we have a new location. Welcome back. So, we found the stronghold. And I got rid of the stupid spawner. As you can see, we're going to need a lot of Eyes Vendor to eventually get in there. But that is a later problem. Nope, that's not. I want to go this way a little bit, I think. Because I have to believe there's more of this stronghold than what I'm seeing. So it's cut off. Like, it only goes to here. I didn't. Yeah, no, I fell into a random chunk hole. I was actually coming here. I looked up on Chunk Base where this was, because I think I'm gonna put Trader's Gate over this. Might be cool. But this stronghold dead ends here. Right. So there's probably more stronghold down here. I just have to figure out where it is, you know? If there isn't more stronghold, then this is the world's tiniest stronghold. There's usually a library and a bunch of other stuff. It's all tough behind there. Oh, some deep slate cobble. Oh, some deep slate copper. That's cool. Might get that later. Weird. Okay, well. For now, it's what it is. Put all this stuff away. Alright, this recording's been going on now for another 43 minutes. And we've only dropped 19 frames out of 129,000. So that's pretty good. Yeah, not too bad. Hey, by dropping it down to 50 frames per second, if that solves the problem, then hey, I'll go for it, you know? Especially if it's not really noticeable on your end. Let's see what the VOD looks like. The first VOD's gonna get, you know, chunky towards the end, or the second VOD. The first VOD, like I said, I was only able to keep about 13 minutes worth of video out of the first one. Cool. Now I just got to see what the VOD looks like. Awesome. All right. So we're gonna drop it here.